Alright, all you DC20 fans, by popular demand, here's a quick walkthrough to use the Arcanica DC20 Digital Tools. We start here at the home page where we go ahead and click on Sign In. However, since we don't have an account, we will sign up and we'll use the email address feedback@arcanica.com. We will put in a little password and sign up. We won't save that password just yet. And then we will wait for our password to be delivered to our account. By the way, if you have any questions or comment or feedback on this video or the app itself, these digital tools, or anything else from Arcanica, then feedback.arcanica.com is where you send that. And it looks like we got our code. So we're going to verify with that code and successfully signed up. So now we go back to the home page and here we are signed up. We can go to our character creator. We're currently allowed to create 3 characters. And so we'll go ahead and create a new one here and we'll go there. Right now our character doesn't look like they have a lot going on, but we'll go ahead and change that. We'll have a player name of Max. Actually, we'll use my feedback name here for the player name. The character's name will be Max, and background Max will be a hacker. And we'll go there. We can see after we finish this section, there's a little check mark in the identity section indicating we should move on. Attributes, this is the standard DC20 character creation. So we'll go ahead and give him some agility. We'll give him a little bit of smarts and some might. And that's a pretty good setup. For saves, we'll go with, I don't know, agility and charisma. You can see as we're going through these sections that the checkboxes are being selected. For background, we'll go ahead and say animal handling. And we'll say maybe some athletics and awareness. Now what we can do here is we can click one of these, anything that's underlined in purple, we can get a updated list and see what these are and what their definitions are and how they might affect our gameplay. We can say go to awareness here and say awareness is to detect creatures and objects, so that does seem important. We also note here at the bottom that skills marked with an asterisk are knowledge skills, and here we can go ahead and use that asterisk for, say, nature, so it'll give us a point. You'll see that our skills did drop, but we have a extra special skill point that we can use on other knowledge skills. So we'll go ahead and use that on religion. And yeah, our skill points didn't drop, but we did use up that special skill point. And we'll go ahead and maybe do trickery. And what we can do here, before I pick another skill, is we can trade in a skill point for a trade point. We do that by clicking here. Now we have fewer skills, but we have one more trade point. So let's go ahead to our trades, and we'll just pick some nice trade. We'll go with alchemy, gaming, I don't know, theater, and vehicles. Once again, you can click and get some more information on the little pop-in screen here. If we don't want it, we can just close that away. And finally, languages, we can pick, I've always been a fan of Dwarven and let's say halfling. Very nice. So that's our background is all completed. We'll move on to our ancestry. We could pick any of the ancestries here. We can pick up to 2, or we don't have to. We can pick just 1 if we want. Let's go with human, and let's pick the standard human traits. So first we're going to do attribute increase. And you can see what happened there is that our points dropped down 2 because attribute increase is a 2-point trait. Additionally, you can see now that the attributes has become unchecked. We give ourselves another attribute point, as you can see here. So we're going to head and use that, and our charisma is woefully low. We're going to bump that up 1 point, and then head on back to ancestry. We can also give ourselves resilience. Undying is a minor trait. We can only pick one of those. So now you can see that we have none of those left to select. And we'll go ahead and give ourselves human determination. We picked all of our ancestry things. Now we've only picked one ancestry, but that's fine. As we level up, we can pick a second one later. And we can move on to choose our class. I'm going to go with a bard. Unfortunately, level 1 is as high we can go right now in this app, but more rules and more levels will be coming shortly. We'll go with a repertoire manner. We'll do visual. If we want to know what that means, we can click on the bard level 1 and see what all of that is. Here's what we get at level 1 as a bard, including a remarkable repertoire. So we can use a visual or auditory. We'll go with the visual, repertoire cantrip. We can choose close wounds. We like to heal our friends. We'll go with a repertoire spell of firebolts. We like to burn our enemies. And then we'll go just go ahead and down the list and pick some of our other things. We can choose the light cantrip, mage hand, and we'll pick a few spells, fog cloud, guidance, and maybe message. Very nice. I should point out that as we were going through this, the saves and backgrounds area that we've already gone through have highlighted. That's because we have selected some things from our ancestry and our class that gives us a few more points. So we're going to go ahead. We got an extra save. We're going to put that into might. And we also got a few extra skills thanks to our bard class. And I'm going to give them to bardy type of things. History, and since we got something, another knowledge skill from that, we'll use occultism, and we'll do influence. That seems pretty bard-like. Moving on from that, we've made all of our class selections, and we'll go into inventory. Inventory, you can pick anything you want. I'm going to add a baton, which is pretty fun. And how about a boomerang? So you can click on boomerang and see what it's all about. Boomerang has a special property. On a miss, the boomerang returns to the thrower's hand. That's pretty cool. I'm going to add that to our list as well. I'm going to put on some armor. Let's go with some light armor. As I click on the light armor, it actually tells me not only that it's light armor and what it's about, but also that I do have mastery with this armor. And so I will not suffer from any sort of penalty while I wear it. So I'm going to pick up that adept light armor. If I look at the heavy armor, it does say that I have no mastery. AP will reduce by 2, and combat mastery will not add PD. So that's pretty bad. So I'm not going to select that. I'm going to equip the light armor and the boomerang. And then trade tools. If we take a quick refresher in our background, we did pick up some trades, including alchemy and gaming. So I'm going to go ahead and alchemist supplies. It does say I have 1 level of mastery in this trade, so I'm going to pick up one of those. And dice, I believe, is something used by gaming. So since I do have a level of mastery in gaming, I will pick up some dice as well. So this is a pretty well-rounded bard we've got going here. I'm going to equip the baton as well. And yeah, you can see that all of our tabs are completed. So this is a completed first level DC20 character. So we can now go to the sheet, and yeah, everything is filled out. We got maximum HP. It shows our defenses. It shows our mana, our stamina, various things going on here. And it even shows the attacks that we have with both baton and boomerang doing 2 bludgeoning. So it's pretty basic right now, but it does have a pretty good overview of what a character sheet should look like. We can also, if we want, export this to a PDF. And you can see here that this is the standard DC20 PDF that it exports to, and it fills in everything that you might need. All of the math is done, and you can see all of the things that we selected. Now, the stamina, mana, hit points, current areas are left blank, as are the action points, the exhaustions, some various other things. Those are done so that as you're playing the game, you can, use a pencil or a dry erase marker, whatever, or, use the PDF on your computer to keep that up to date on the fly. I didn't want to put something permanent in there that might interfere with you using the sheets live. But everything else is ready to go. You can see you are a human hacker, level 1, your CM is 1, and yeah, everything is exactly as it showed up on the sheet. Now, a couple fun things we can do here. Let's say that we drop all the way down to 0 hit points. So now you can see we are now in death's door. We only have a maximum of 1 action point, and yeah, you can see that it's basically sort of grim times for us. But what we can do is we can take a rest. We can click this little rest button. Right now, this rest icon is the only button on there that lets you do fun things, but more is coming for making attacks or checks or things like that. We can take a rest, and we're going to go ahead and take a long rest. A long rest is done in 2 parts in DC20, a first half and a second half. So let's say, in addition to having low hit points, let's say we've used already up some of our rest points. Let's say we've used up our grit point. Let's say that we've used up some of our mana. So yeah, pretty used up. This is the end of the day. We're hurting pretty bad, and we're going to take this long rest. And yeah, we can see that at the very least, we are going to gain a rest point back and 4 hit points back. The 4 hit points we get back on this first half is because we're using up our rest points. We're using up our remaining 2 rest points to get 4 HP, and then we're going to get that rest point back. And so the total net is going to be, we regain 1 rest point. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, and the first half of our rest activity is no activity. So we're going to, if we did have exhaustion, we would get that back as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. First half is done. You can see that our hit points are up to 4 now. We're no longer exhaustion. We got our action point back. And yeah, we have our rest points back as well. For the second half, again, we will gain 3 mana points back, which will fill us back up to full, and we'll get our grid point back, which is what we get at the end of a long rest. So we'll do that now, and we finished our long rest. Very nice. So yeah, and that's it. That's the sheet. Another couple things you can do on the sheet is you can look at, you can add some custom values if you want to, tweak your character sheet. Let's say that you're using some rules that are not part of the standard edition, or maybe you just have a particular item or something that's not on the sheet that you just want to represent. You can tweak around with your various attributes there. Yeah, right now only your core attributes are editable like that, but more is coming for skills and various other things as well. So yeah, basic sheet. I hope everyone likes it. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Please give me feedback. Go to dc20.arcanica.com and go ahead and check it out. Hope you enjoy. Thanks, everyone.